way, but you're never gonna be me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try to change, you can say no, free me. So he's been looking.
Hello, everyone, and welcome again to another edition of Geek Gauntlet Podcast. I'm your host, Mr. William D. Morgan. We got a lot to talk about on our return show back from the holidays. Hope everybody had a happy Thanksgiving and will have an even better Christmas. But let me go ahead and start bringing folks on. Let me see. I have a cast of thousands I can choose from. All right, let me see. Let's do something different. Let me go ahead and start out with my resident female video game streamer. Let me bring Diamond on. Diamond, what's up?
What's up, everyone?
How you doing? Next up, let me go ahead and bring on the TikTok and cosplay queen. Let me bring my girl Cat on. Cat, what's up? Oh, you kind of muted. Go ahead. Do your thing. Now, look at Ambrose. Look at Ambrose with his hat on, looking like looking like a grown up from the Bad News Bears. They bring my man Ambrose on. Ambrose, what's up?
What's up?
Good to see you, man.
Looking like T.I. over there.
Yeah, he does.
No, it's a force of habit when I wear it out. I had to start straightening it out when I started driving because I used to have it shrunk, but when I was a kid, I had a large scar on my head. So I used to
use the hat to hide
pull the hat down to hide it, but and now it's just a force of habit.
Let me go ahead and bring on our next person. He is the man that knows all the comic books. Let me bring my man Ty on. Ty, what's up?
Hey, what's up? How's it going? I'm happy to be here.
Man? How you doing, man? We'll get Cat back with us in a minute. And last, but certainly not least, the person who puts this show together with all the photos, gives us everything that you see on a weekly basis. For my man Shaw. Shaw, what's up?
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing tonight?
How you doing, man?
Hey.
What's up?
Hey. All right, so we got a lot to talk about this evening. I did the thumbnail. We will get into Goku versus Superman 3 in a minute. Because I got some thoughts on that. But,
hey, you think Mystique would go for my cousin? I mean, he's kind of lonely.
Hey, to me, Mystique would never, if she was with me, she would never be in her original form. She'll always be somebody else.
Yeah, but now it's canon that she can grow dangly bits. So I got to pose you the question. Because a couple of months ago, you said you weren't sure about a scroll. So if a scroll that looked like Lucy Liu and a Mystique that could grow dangly bits that look like Lucy Liu both showed up at your door, which one would you pick?
What?
We can't even fathom the question.
Can't even fathom that.
Oh,
These are what the writers are giving us.
This is how we start the show. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Right at the gates.
Like, oh my God, I cannot fathom what's happening.
All right, well,
Mind exploding.
Exactly.
let's jump to what he's alluding to. He's talking about a recent comic where we found out that Mystique is actually Nightcrawler's father. That she and Destiny did it and one night and she shapeshifted and boom, child.
Did she also get the Joker pregnant?
Damn.
Oh my God.
Damn.
I honestly just thought of like a clownfish right now, how they can switch genders on command.
Yeah, that's kind of.
It wasn't a bad comic. It wasn't a bad comic. It wasn't a bad issue.
I mean, it's like did Marvel just make a conscious decision to just be like, you know what? We don't need real writers. Just get fetishists in.
I mean, that's like bringing a whole new term to asexual, a whole new meaning.
Like, let's just get like fetish writers in, and they can work their thoughts in, and let's just do that.
Crazy.
Altered.
Here's the
to be
thing.
fair-
Here's the thing.
Hmm?
That's how Schaefer does work in Marvel.
No, not Mystique.
Yes, it is.
Not Mystique. Nope.
Yes, it is.
Yes,
Nope.
that's how Marvel always
Name
works.
one other occasion where she's done that.
The original
One other
backstory
occasion in
for her
comics
father was
in the
her.
40+ years of the character.
This was the original backstory for her father, for her being the father. That was the original backstory. They retconned Azazel in.
They had retconned Azazel,
Yes.
which was a much better storyline.
No, it wasn't.
But you retconned Azazel, it was a much better storyline, and you gave Mystique balls.
What the fuck?
Like there's no upside to this.
Here's the thing, though. Mystique, literally in the last 20, maybe longer years,
She's
they
changed.
have been playing with the idea that Mystique's powers isn't just shape shifting; it's altering their DNA. It's being able to reform it and change it. That's something that's not new that they've been doing for the last 20 years. So the idea that she could recreate Azazel's DNA and put it, do all this, that's not anything out of the ordinary. That's something that can be happening.
So wait, they took
DNA she can do.
They took an intellectual and theological quandary in which a devout Catholic mutant has a demon for a father, and it's really like a deep story. And they said, no, just give Mystique balls.
Well, there's a lot more to that.
No, there's not. That's
he doesn't
boiled
start
down
as
to the
a full
core.
classic.
That is boiled down to the core. Nightcrawler was a devout Catholic.
Yes, but
Also,
it wasn't.
Swashbuckling
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
ladies' man.
Yes,
Before
that is.
that.
No, I was just gonna add that before he even knew Azazel was his father, the Catholic stuff played a part because of him being shunned as this demon, this monster. So the Azazel.
There was even a story arc
after.
where he was going to become a priest.
Yes.
Mhm.
See, you gotta understand, characters are very old. There are different versions of these characters.
And that's why we have character Bibles.
All I'm saying is, before he was a priest, he was definitely not a priest. He was a ladies' man.
Mm-hmm. And that's kind of what they've gone back to with his current run, which you're not a fan of, in the Uncanny Spider-Man.
I mean, but you go back and so what are we going to do now? Superman, what's going to happen? Is Wonder Woman going to get balls?
Okay.
But that's not her powers.
I don't understand. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't why are we retconning things?
This is a very specific
fresh update, fresh
situation
page,
where it actually makes sense. It was already.
I'm not necessarily saying it's the best way to go about it. I'm just saying it's not anything that's insane. It's not something. Comic books have been rewriting characters and storylines since the beginning of comics.
I agree. They've been rewriting them, but there's been guidelines and there's been Bibles, and now we're just taking the character Bibles and we're just throwing them in the fire. At this point, there's no rhyme or reason. So tomorrow we can make
we can just go back to the comic code authority days.
Retconned.
What was that story? Say that again, Shaw.
This was the original backstory. They retconned this, and now it's getting re-retconned.
Yep, they're bringing it back.
But I mean, they're gonna keep retconning it. Nothing's gonna mean anything anymore, and this is why I stopped reading print comics because the writers are not adhering to the lore. They can just write whatever they want, and it's ridiculous at this point. I just can't. I can't get behind it. I can't support it. It's ridiculous.
All right. So let's go ahead and move on with the rest of the show. Shaw, what's the first item up on the docket?
All right, so we got a couple of Doctor Who stuff to talk about. So a while back we had the Children in Need short little special for Doctor Who, where the Doctor shows up and does some stuff, and he's the reason that the Daleks have plungers. But what's important is that later, Russell T Davies did an interview where he first explained why we had the version of Davros in that episode, who was, it wasn't before his accident, so he's not burned, he's not in wheelchairs, because Children in Need is for mostly kids that are have disabilities and stuff. But then he started saying how this would be him moving forward, because apparently people in disabilities can't be villains. He also said that apparently they're always been seen as villains, which is weird for me because I can't think of a single one. Maybe there's a Bond villain that's in The Witcher, but I can't think of any. What are y'all thoughts on those things?
It's there. I don't know if I necessarily agree that they need to go this route to do what they're trying to fix, but the issue, or at least the concept of like, oh, people with disabilities have often been seen as villains, that's actually not new. That actually has been something. I don't know if it was like a purposeful thing in Hollywood, but it was something that, go back to Unbreakable. I mean, look at Samuel Jackson's character, who has all these like issues with his, the disability of his bones breaking. Like, the villains have been seen as people who have disabilities.
That's one. Name another.
You just asked to name one, and I named one. Like, I named one. You're like, okay, name one more. One more.
Academy, how you doing, my friend?
I can think of are good guys like Professor Xavier. Anytime there's one in Star Trek,
we can argue about Xavier's good guy.
Originally,
I think it's on both sides. You had the Lizard who turned into the Lizard because he lost his arm.
Yep.
So that's a amputee right there. The Lizard's totally a villain.
Sympathetic villain. Sympathetic.
Not talking about the movie. Oh, you said sympathetic. Okay.
Not talking about the movie one.
Well, to be fair, almost every Spider-Man villain is sympathetic. That's the whole point of the villains.
True.
Yeah, Otto Octavius was
a Spider-Man thing, not a Lizard thing.
Not a Lizard.
Yeah. Because if you want to get into sympathetic, Dr. Octopus, who's technically disabled because he has a backpack fused to his back, he was ridiculed by his parents and had a really bad childhood. So a lot of villains in everything are sympathetic. Yeah. Even Lex Luthor, the billionaire, he had a bad childhood. The point of the villains is not to be, oh, I feel bad for them, but you are supposed to understand why they are the way they are, and it's not like they're going to come up in a rose bed and be like, 100% gold, and then all of a sudden be like, I'm a bad guy. The whole thing with comics is you had two adversaries, and one took one path and one took the other, and the main goal of the story is to understand why.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Ty. Go and finish up.
I was just going to go ahead and say, like I said, I don't necessarily, for me, see it as a big issue that needs to be fixed, but I'm also not a disabled person, so maybe that might be a different point of view that I don't experience. And so maybe someone who is disabled is noticing, hey, there's a lot of villains that often are disabilities. There's often that's seen, and psychologically people are seeing that. So maybe that's something they're trying to fix. Again, I don't know if that's really a big issue, but I'm also not in that position to be able to make that statement.
Good point. Real quick, Skywalker's Academy, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Thank you for coming on through.
Always a pleasure, guy.
Wonder Boy was supposed to be a series on TV and became a movie based on the comic. And it's been a thing since the 90s at least. Thank you for coming through, Skywalker's Academy. We appreciate you. All right, Shaw, what's next up on the docket?
All right, we also had the first part of the 60th anniversary special. Did anybody see it?
No. The only thing I can say about it is I've gotten mixed reviews at best on it, but I've never watched a Doctor Who episode in my life, so that's all I can say.
Doctor what? No.
That's what you did there.
I've watched the first season. That's my age. With Tom Baker.
Okay.
I've watched the first season.
OG first season.
Yeah, a little bit of the second, but I dropped off after that. I should ask my sister to roll through because my sister is like a big, huge Doctor Who fan. Yeah, I didn't see one of those.
Not me having my Doctor Who picture up on the wall up there.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Right. Well, on this part, Star Beast was good. My only issue was that it didn't feel like a 60th anniversary type. It's a good special, but not one worthy of 60th anniversary.
Gotcha.
There are some cringy bit moments that together kind of feel a little, but it's still a good special.
Have you ever heard the story of Dr. Hu Yang? No. Never.
So yeah.
I haven't. I'm just waiting for the punchline.
Man,
No. I'm excited to see this. I haven't seen this special. If you guys saw in the chat, I'm in the process. For a few months ago, I started this idea of like rewatching from Christopher Eccleston up on because I haven't ever actually went back and rewatched it since I saw it the first time.
Right.
And so I was like, oh, let's do this. And I was gonna watch the 60th special, but like I'm on the final season of Peter Capaldi, and so I'm like, well, I'm this close. I might as well just keep going, and then I'll just jump on to watching the 60th special once I've finished through. So hopefully I'll get there soon. It does give me a new there's new respect for certain characters, as well as like excitement seeing actors in Doctor Who that I guess I obviously didn't recognize before. Like I forget his name, but the actor who's in like Get Out and who's the voice of Spider-Punk. He was in the David Tennant special, like way back when young. I was like, oh my god, like just seeing several actors that are big now that I didn't know were in.
There was a lot of people in Get Out. Are you talking about like Bradley Whitford, like the guy from Billy Madison?
I'm drawing a blank.
You're not even old enough to know what Billy Madison is. Never mind.
No, I do know Billy Madison.
Oh, okay.
I'm drawing a blank. When you said the actor's name, I don't remember the actor's name, so I'm like, I don't know.
Oh my goodness, Andrew, how you doing, man? Thank you for coming to the stream. We appreciate you, bro. The guy from Black Panther. Oh,
yeah, Black Panther.
Yeah, I know you're talking about. Okay, yeah.
But he's also the voice of Spider-Punk in the animated Spider-Verse films.
Yeah, but yeah, you're right.
Yeah, he was back in like an old David Tennant special. I was like, what? That guy? It's him.
Right. The one with the bus.
The Planet of the Dead or whatever, right?
Planet, yeah.
Yeah. And there's all kinds. Even the chick who plays our lead protagonist in Rogue One. I forget the actress's name.
Yeah.
She's in an episode where they go back and they have a murder mystery going on. Like all these characters. Yeah. So they just go back and have all these cool. I'm like, oh my god, all these cool people that I just.
Yeah, there's a lot of that.
Simon Pegg, way back when.
Yeah, the actress that plays Renslayer in Loki, she played Martha's sister.
Yep. I just watched that not too long ago. I was like, oh my god, hey! So it's cool. It's fun. It's new excitement. Again, it's making me. For some reason in my head, I thought David Tennant was just a Doctor forever. And then rewatching, I'm like, oh, he's only Doctor for like 3 seasons or so. So like, it's actually really short, surprisingly. And then Matt Smith. I remember in my head, for some reason, Matt Smith wasn't Doctor that long, and I didn't care that much. But rewatching it, great. Loved Matt Smith. I loved all that stuff. So,
yes.
All right, Shaw. What else we get on the docket, my friend?
All right. Talk about that next week. All right. So, Death Battle just dropped the battle between Doctor Who and Rick from Rick and Morty. Did everybody see that?
I did.
Mm-hmm. What are y'all thoughts?
I mean, isn't Doctor immortal at this point?
I mean, he has a lot of power armor.
I thought it could. I was a little disappointed. The animation was fine, but I was just a little bit disappointed how the battle itself went. I thought I don't know. I thought they kind of put it in Doctor Who's favor a little bit.
I mean,
feud.
I'm not familiar with either character, really. I've seen enough episodes of Rick and Morty to know that Rick is, a severe alcoholic and probably can't fight. So I'd probably, if I was to throw money down, I would probably throw my money down on Doctor Who. Just because it probably wouldn't even be much of a fight. Like Rick would take a swing and Doctor Who would just move and the momentum would take Rick to the ground.
I mean, with that pin, Doctor Who was kind of OP.
You mean the sonic screwdriver?
Yeah.
The sonic screwdriver.
Sonic screwdriver.
Basically,
he was kind of OP a little bit in that because he countered everything.
That's kind of the thing. The problem is that he should have brought wood because that's the one thing sonic screwdriver can't do anything with wood.
Yeah. But again, this is without prep time. So
what was it about wood back then? Like wood was the Green Lantern's weakness.
Was it?
What is Doctor?
Alan
Yeah.
Scott, the
I guess
He's
original.
like, no, the Green Lantern's chasing me. Let me just run into this forest.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
I didn't. I don't remember that.
When you go back and look at the original Green Lantern, Alan Scott, go back and look at him.
Wasn't yellow?
It was wood.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wood from Alan Scott, then yellow for everybody else.
And real for everybody else until Phalanx came in there. Until we got Phalanx. So, or Parallax,
Yeah.
however you want to call it.
that.
Yeah.
Maybe. So,
Wood, man. It's something.
it's amazing. It's also something that Magneto can't deal with too.
Yeah.
It's just naughty,
Well, scientifically, he's actually a lot weaker with more understanding of science now. Because, like, not all metal is magnetized.
True.
Yeah.
All right. Now, what's next time on Death Battle Show?
The next time a Death Battle, Goku versus Superman 3. What do y'all? So, like, now we have Ultra
3.
Instinct and stuff. That's what they are.
Like Superman 3, the one where he's with Richard Pryor.
No. It's a third battle.
Yeah, the third
Oh.
the third time Death Battle has done.
Third time Death Battle doing it.
Yeah.
How has Superman not ended this in one?
He's won both of the first two, so
He won the first two.
So why is there a best of three? It's over.
because
You're done.
Because the last one was a while ago, like before Ultra Instinct and stuff. So
Yep.
they're doing another one, factoring that in.
I don't know about this. I think Superman would just. I mean, he wouldn't kill him, but I think he'd end up on
He killed him
Pluto.
last time for the most part. He lobotomized him. In part 2.
So he's coming into part 3 with a lobotomy?
They're gonna bring it back. They're gonna bring him back, man. And, in this world, no one's truly dead, and no one's truly incapacitated like that.
Death Battle. No one's ever dead in Death Battle.
I don't watch Death Battle though, so you gotta educate me on this. If this is the third battle, is Goku gonna come back lobotomized from the last battle?
In part 2, he brought him back with the Dragon Balls. So
Gotta get the balls. You know what I'm saying?
Did he get him from Mystique?
She shapeshifted and made him.
EGS, how you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Man, now I know some people are saying that Death Battle might call this one a draw, and if they did that, everybody would be pissed.
Yeah.
Yeah, since the third one.
If Superman's won the last two, why would you have a third to be the?
Why would you have a third? That's what I want to know.
Him in the second, so how do you bring him back?
Like, I mean, why wouldn't Superman just be like, you know what? I'm tired of fighting you.
Oh, it's
And then
Artist.
fly him to Pluto and just drop him there.
Artist, what's up, man? That's my dude.
Yeah.
But it's crazy to me because, okay, now Goku has all these other forms, and that's the thing that pissed me off about Dragon Ball. At first, it used to be about every character in Dragon Ball. Now it's Goku, Vegeta, and all these damn transformations. That's all it is now. That's it.
Does it still take two seasons to do a fight?
I mean, it takes them 3 years to do one. It took forever for Goku and the original Goku and Frieza fight.
I would love to see a death battle with Superman and Psyduck.
Damn.
Because I think Psyduck would just rope a dope him. Psyduck would be like, I got a migraine. And Superman would be like, oh my God, are you okay? And Psyduck would be like, gotcha.
Did you just say a Pokemon versus Superman?
Psyduck would just take him out, faking heart attacks and headaches.
Well, you need to do something magical against Superman because it's already proven the Superman magic don't work well.
No. And he has
that's his real kryptonite.
And he has mental defenses too.
Yeah.
So I don't know if Psyduck would get a lot done. But that's the thing that's killing me with this because Goku has all these extra forms. And if I remember correctly, at the end of Super, he couldn't do Ultra Instinct anymore.
Wait, for real?
Yeah, because you remember when him and Vegeta were fighting toward the end before they showed that montage and Vegeta said transform into your Ultra Instinct. You remember when Goku said he couldn't do it anymore, or he couldn't get it? He couldn't summon up the power.
I got the power. No.
I got the power.
You got the touch.
I got the touch.
You got the
You got the power. But yeah, that's the thing with me. Okay, so if you start bringing Ultra Instinct into this, that means you start bring. So if you're gonna do that, and if you bring it in, because you take these characters at their best. Okay, so where you taking Superman's best is in the comics already. I mean, this Joker can summon a Susanoo in the comics. So so if you're taking Goku, how are you taking him at his best? Are you taking him at his best from the anime, or are you taking him from his best for the manga? Which one are you taking Goku from? That's my question.
And what expanding on that, I want to know what best
Hey,
Cat.
best oh sorry, hi Kat.
What up? Hey, Kat.
When you say best, are we deciding on powers? Because Superman at his best was using unlimited power and being dark.
yep.
I mean, don't forget,
like-
if we're taking them at their best, this is old school Superman that pretty much destroyed the galaxy with a sneeze.
Yep.
I mean,
So there's no way Goku could survive that.
I don't know.
I mean, he's got the Sensu Bean that he'll give Superman once he gets him beat down to like 3%.
I mean, it is canon that Superman just has to fly really fast and turn back time. So if,
Yeah.
if anyone gets a punch in, he'd be like, "Hold on."
Yeah,
hold on,
he would
let me
save.
just-
He would save that stupid kid that was leaning too far on the bridge.
I mean, but that's one thing I will give. You know, that's one thing that you do have to say. Sometimes Goku can be an idiot. He'll be winning the fight, beating his ass like he did in the first. He was beating Superman's ass in that first one. He didn't give him a sense of being in an instant, and he lost. I mean, come on now. Who gives their opponent a sense of being?
Goku.
Someone who
Goku,
beats ass.
yeah.
I don't know.
Dumbass. But now, if you're bringing each character's best, this is 3-0 for Superman.
I mean, I think the next battle should be Taylor Swift versus Superman because I think she's the real Lex Luthor.
Why?
Dude,
I
she's
just
gonna
think,
be
I
dressed
mean,
in a
no
kryptonite.
one can cultivate that much power without being evil.
You don't mean Lex Luthor. You mean the Antichrist.
Like, no. She's just like a really rich person that is just hell bent on world domination.
Is she though?
Dude,
Well, speaking of which,
she outgrosses blockbuster movies after a weekend in the theaters.
No, I mean, like, is she like hell bent? And of course, she outgrosses those in theaters because also she doesn't have to spend the money the movies spend to make a movie.
True.
yeah.
But she still earns like
she was
$300
really-
million.
She got paid to go sing on stage, and she just put a camera in front of it to film her, and then she put it into a movie. Like,
I'm
what,
saying,
she
man.
pay-
I'm
pay a
saying.
guy when he's gonna edit it.
That week.
I think there's things going on behind the scenes. I think she's a real life Lex Luthor.
Skywalker's Academy said
We already have that. It's Jeff Bezos.
Nah, he's a wimp.
He is.
Skywalker's Academy said I
He's
don't
going for
pretend
the
to know
vibe
what
look.
Skywalker's Academy said I don't pretend to know what Goku's all about, but I watched a bit when my son was a youngling. Yeah, man, that's the thing, because if you're taking Superman at his best, you're bringing his God form pretty much into play.
His Justice
Like-
Lord.
But
Yeah.
then you still have that question, though, kind of with Goku, where Goku will hand his opponent a Sensu Bean. Superman will be like, I have beaten you within an inch of your life. Now go heal and do good things.
Well, that's good.
Superman will
Superman,
kill
not
him.
bad Superman.
That's not Justice Lord Superman. If you get Justice Lord Superman in this, it's over.
That's
But
lobotomy.
Justice Lord Superman is not opposed to killing. God, they need to bring him back.
Yeah.
They need to bring Justice Lord. They need to bring the whole crew back while you bulljogging around. I love the Justice Lord.
Don't underestimate James Gunn. I know we're going to talk about that later, but I think
I
he's
love
got
it.
a whole thing planned.
I love the Justice Lords. Bring evil Superman back.
What's so funny that you said, because like, wasn't that the big thing 10 years ago? Everyone was pissed off and didn't want to see bad Superman. They wanted more good Superman stuff, and so that's why everything's changed from the
Yeah.
Superman.
Well, when we get to the James Gunn part of the docket, I have a lot of speculation on what he's doing. So let's just go with what we're going with now.
I'll
Because don't
pocket
forget,
that.
not only Not only did we get Justice Law Superman, we also got an evil Supergirl. So don't forget that too. So
Oh
we had
man,
two
that's
people-
hot.
we had-
Ambrose is like, I want that.
I want that. Yo, evil Supergirl.
yeah, she just.
I mean, my wife wouldn't understand, but the judge would.
Damn. But yeah, it depends on if you take both characters at their best. I gotta go with Superman.
Every time.
Yeah.
He has the feats.
Maybe
Peace
that's
out,
why
Andrew.
there's-
Thanks for
maybe
coming. Thanks for coming through, man.
Andrew. Appreciate you, man. Thank
So
you.
maybe that's why there's 3 battles, because since Dragon Ball needs to be 2 or 3 seasons for a battle, you just have to have several battles. It's yours for Dragon Ball.
But I gotta go with Superman every time because he has feats. Goku, outside of this amazing transformation, doesn't really have feats. And let's not forget too, if you're going through anime Goku, he got his ass whipped not only by Beerus, he was getting his ass whipped by Jiren. And then if you go back to the manga, Black Frieza was whooping his ass. Moro too. So, again, if you're taking these characters at their best,
Yeah, I mean, even at his worst, betting against Superman is like betting against the Harlem Globetrotters. Like, you just don't do it.
I mean, unless he got some kryptonite or some red sun somewhere.
Even that doesn't work. He beat Batman and he beat Lex.
Unless you got some kryptonite and some red sun somewhere,
I mean, to record, I'm not familiar with the Superman lore for the last 10 years, but I think the only person that actually killed him was Darkseid.
Darkseid.
Yeah,
Batman whooped his ass too, but that's Batman.
Batman whooped his ass. He didn't kill him.
Yeah, he wasn't gonna kill Sue. That's his boy. He wasn't gonna kill Sue.
Batman has so much clout with his money. He says, Superman, get in the bat plane. Superman's like, I can fly. Get in the bat plane.
Batman whooped his ass, and I was happy. I was happy to see that because Superman is not exactly my favorite character in the whole wide world. Kat,
I love Supes.
What you thinking, Kat? You thinking Goku? You thinking Superman?
I mean,
Darkseid, but we didn't say Doomsday.
If we're going like
God
God mode Superman, he's gonna just stomp all over Goku. Because Goku's not smart.
Nope.
That's really what it gets down to. It gets down to not being smart. I think Goku would have the initial upper hand, and he'd hand him a sensu bean. And then he'd lose. Because that's his pattern.
I mean,
it's like the Cowboys. Like they get so far in the season and then they tank it. Like it's not a logo, it's a rating.
Yeah.
I think like I say, I think Goku will come out strong, be whooping his ass, and like Kat said, here come the sense of being here. I want you to be at your best when I beat you. And then Superman turns God mode and whoops.
Yeah, and you've got to look at it logically. Like, put Goku in a position where he has to fight the people that Superman has fought that don't have morals, like Beowulf, Darkseid, Doomsday. They would obliterate him.
Bizarro.
And then put him up against Superman.
But I'd be interested because Bizarro's dumb too. So that'd be interesting. That might be the question. Goku versus Bizarro. That might be the real question because they're both idiots. So at the end of the day, that might be the question. That might be it. Facebook user, how you doing? That might be the question. Let me go around the room real quick. Shaw, you going with Goku or Superman?
Superman, I guess.
Diamond, who you going with? Goku or Superman?
Superman.
Yeah, I just think that's just if you ain't got no red sun, if you ain't got no magic, if you ain't got no kryptonite, that's a hard kill.
Unless you have those fans who's like, but can't he beat Goku though? And it's like, dude, there's facts. There's videos out there that Superman can beat Goku like back to back twice.
Yep.
I mean, Superman can freeze him.
Well, I mean, really, it gets down to the old adage of, evil will always win because good is dumb. Goku is the epitome of good is dumb.
Yep.
Nice guys finish last, yeah.
I want you to fight at your best. This is since you being
okay.
calm. Give me your all. Man, shut up and get this win.
It's kind of like I think Karate 2 should have been a rematch between Johnny Lawrence and Daniel, whatever the hell his last name was, in an alley.
Okay, Danielson.
Johnny Lawrence would have grabbed a pipe and beat the crap out of him.
Thank you, son. Thank you, son. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next on the docket. Charlotte's next.
Yeah, so speaking of James Gunn,
here we go.
We got James Gunn's Superman movie has found its Lex Luthor in Nicholas Holtz. What do y'all
Can
thought?
I ask a question?
Sure.
What is he doing? What is this man doing? I mean, to me, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And I just don't understand what he's doing with these casting choices. I don't get it.
I get it because it is broke and it does need to be fixed.
Well,
I mean, you have to tell the truth to yourself.
But you had Henry Cavill. He wanted to do the role. The best.
That is the one decision that I do agree with. But I think at this point, the Snyderverse was such a disaster. James Gunn was just like, all of it. All of it's got to go.
Mhm.
All of it. I'm starting with my own things. I can't have anything hanging around. Like, even Zack Snyder's clamoring now. He's like, oh, I'll only come back if I get to direct a Batman movie. No one wants you back.
No. Like, we're tired of dead parents.
Like, no one asked for you to be back. Your movies would be an hour and a half without slow motion.
Well, the other thing too, and this is just kind of my gripe with the way DC's rebooting things. They have so many great villains that they could really dig into. With Superman and with Batman.
Yep.
But they go with the same two every time. Like, we don't need more Jokers. We don't need more Lex Luthors. Like,
Gunn, I'm sorry. Go finish up.
We're rehashing the same thing. So I mean, it's like my joke about Batman and dead parents. Like, oh, wait a minute. Let me guess. Dead parents.
Right.
Like, wait. Let me guess. Orphan from a Planet. Dead parents.
Hey, like, Batman, what did your parents get you for Christmas?
Yeah,
Martha?
exactly. Like, me as a fan, I'm just so over. I'm over the origin story.
Mhm.
I'm over the one well-known villain. Like, bring us in some better villains.
Right.
Or just start like a whole new superhero, like focus on Martian Manhunter or something.
Yeah.
That being said, I'm sorry, Diamond. I keep cutting you guys off.
No, it's all good. I was just like focus on Martian Manhunter, like make a new Green Lantern or something. Like focus on those characters.
Yeah, like there are so many villains you could go with if you went through the Lantern Corps. Like, scrap Justice League. Like, just sit that in a corner for now because like you've done so much damage to the other characters leading up to that. That ain't happening. That is not your Avengers. I'm
pretty sure James Gunn is debating on whether or not just to make the Flash Wally West at this point and kind of scrap Barry Allen for a minute. Because if he's got to bring the Flash back, Ezra Miller did so much damage to that character. I don't know if there's a way to work around that. So I think it might be Bart Allen or Wally West if he does bring the Flash back, or the Flash might get the Green Lantern treatment and sit dormant for 10 years because there's nothing he can do with it. But with the Superman casting, I do agree, but I don't think this is going to be an origin story because, as we know, I mean, Lex Luthor is going to be in it. He cast Lex Luthor, obviously. This is the topic of this particular segment. But we've got the Engineer coming in. He's got other villains coming in. And the one thing in the almost 50 years of Superman being on film that we haven't gotten is a true to form Superman movie. Like, I love the Christopher Reeve movies, but there's never been like the Superman just going berserk and just the cosmic battles and the battles against monsters. And I think James Gunn is the right guy to put that together. And I think that's what he's going for. And I think he's going to put together a really good universe. And let's not forget, he comes from Marvel and the guy in the stupid hat. So I'm pretty sure he went to DC. And if you look at his casting choices, he's doing the opposite of what Kevin Feige does. It's like, okay, everyone loved Margot Kidder as Lois Lane. This lady has Margot Kidder vibes. So, and Margot Kidder kind of looked like Lois Lane. So let's cast her. Jimmy Olsen was a redhead. Skylar Gisondo, good actor. Let's cast him. And I think he's going a different route, and he's doing something crazy. Like, what are the fans going to want to see? Okay, let's do that. Let's cast according to what the fans actually want. It's crazy. It's crazy, but it just might work, and we might make some money doing this. We might not lose $200 million, but I don't think that'll be disappointing to you.
Yeah, I just have to wait and see on that, because like I said, there's so much DC could do. Why do you keep falling back to Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman? Not as much, but they're on a rinse and repeat cycle.
Well, I mean, as a DC fan, I think he's doing it the right way, and I respectfully disagree with Kat, because I think you need Superman. It's always been about Batman in the DC universe, and I love Batman, great character. But if you're going to build a competent DC universe, it's got to start with Superman. You've got to start it. You've got to start it with the guy that started it all, and you've got to make a competent movie, and you've got to build around that. And I think that's what James Gunn is trying to do. And I think if he can do it, which I think he can, because I think he has the discipline to make it enough off the wall like an actual Superman comic, but rein it in to make it a competent movie. And if he can pull it off, he can build a universe around the guy that is DC Comics. And then he can branch out and branch out and branch out. Then we can get characters. And this is where I think he'll do it different than Marvel. Because the old Disney method was big budget movie, small budget, made a lot of money off this, big budget movie. So he'll have the money to do things on off-brand characters. Like he might be able to make a Grifter series for Max. He might be able to make a Red Hood series for Max. He might be able to make a Red Robin series. You know, he might be, and he's got it. And I think he has a plan, and I think it's going to go well.
I think this is the most hopeful I've ever seen you, Ambrose, and I value that.
I'm just tired of seeing Superman movies.
I've never heard him be so hopeful, and I'm here for it.
Well, I mean, because the first article I've ever written for Geek News Now was this topic.
I agree with everything you said.
And you have to really build around Superman to make this work. And they're not doing it. And they're finally doing it. So I think there's hope for it. And I think Marvel can't help itself. And I think the MCU is, I mean,
bumpy.
I hate to kick a man while he's down, but there's no other way to do it.
I'll give Marvel this, though. At least Marvel's universe is still here. Where DC universe at? Where DC universe at? Where DC universe at? I mean, we all want to talk trash about the MCU.
It's going to be in theaters on December 22nd with Aquaman.
No, like Marvel. Marvel should have done, or DC should have done what Marvel did like 10 years ago and started with like a hard reboot, which was, I think, what Batman was supposed to be, or Superman, whichever was supposed to be, and they should have just continued that shit. But no, they had all these like random, here's the Justice League movie. It's not gonna go anywhere.
They did it backwards. I agree with you, Diamond.
Yeah,
they did it backwards. They introduced the Justice League, and we didn't know who any of these people were.
Right? It's like they have Deathstroke. He ain't going to go anywhere. We're just going to show him. He's not going to be here at all.
They were trying to catch up with Marvel, and it was the dumb decision to do.
Yeah, and then they had the Snyderverse.
Josh Whedon.
I mean, can we get nothing? I mean, can we get Hugo Strange and the Batman? We hadn't had a good Catwoman in how long?
I've been waiting for Clayface.
I mean, Clayface too.
I love Clayface. I mean, I you know what? And I know I'm in the minority here. Everyone loved the Batman, but the Riddler was always my favorite villain, and I was not a fan of that take on the Riddler.
I was.
I didn't mind the
No, because the Riddler acted more like the Mad Hatter.
The Jim Carrey version?
No, like
No,
the
I'm
Batman.
Oh, the
animated
Batman
show.
cartoon. Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
I mean, the Riddler acted more like the Mad Hatter or even the Joker did.
I
He
love
didn't
that
act
Batman
like the
show.
Riddler. That was not the Riddler.
Well,
That Batman
I-
show was good.
They may have pulled some inspiration from Gotham
yeah.
because Gotham's Riddler was very much more Mad
Mhm.
Hatter than
Yeah.
and
No,
because that character was so beloved in Gotham,
Mhm.
that was the direction they chose to take.
Yep.
This,
Yeah,
and this is what Warner Brothers has been doing. It's this is popular. Let's blow it up. Let's do this. Let's make so much of it to the point that we smother you with it. And
But
it's obnoxiously not the right way to do it.
We have a question in chat. It's a little off topic, but I did want to bring it up.
Well, if I was to do it, Han and Lando would be. I forgot. I can't pronounce the guy's name, but I really think they did a good job in Solo. So
Yeah.
him and Donald
Yeah.
Glover, I would
Yes.
definitely recast them.
Yeah.
Leia, I would say I agree with Debbie Barton, who does the Cantina Happy Hour and MCU Mondays, and put Carrie Fisher's daughter in that role, Billy Lord.
I think you
People
already
might
know
know her
this.
from Scream Queens
American Horror Story.
and what?
American
Yeah.
Horror Story.
And American Horror Story, yeah.
Yeah. Sister
Luke,
Bucky, yep.
I don't know.
Yep, the actor who played Bucky should be Luke.
I mean, God, Luke was such a wiener.
He was.
Like,
Yeah, I said the actor who played Bucky. He could do it. I think he could.
nah,
I
you
think
got to
he's great
think of
at it.
someone who's a lot more of a wiener than that.
Jesse
Yeah, but
Eisenberg.
you make Luke better than.
Who?
Yeah, like Jesse Eisenberg. Like,
Yeah,
I could see Jesse Eisenberg. I could see Jesse Eisenberg being like, I gotta go to Takoshi Power Station to get some converters.
Or do the guy who
said
played
no.
Scott Pilgrim.
Ty
Yeah,
said no.
Mike Cera?
Michael Cera.
Yeah.
Ty said no.
Yes.
No.
DH him. Do it.
So much
I mean-
hate mail is coming to us now.
I mean, as I get older, I'm sorry, I can't I appreciate Luke Skywalker less and less as I get older because he's just so like even when he goes to meet Yoda, it's like you're the greatest Jedi ever, and all he does is whine. All he does is whine, and it's like you have centuries of wisdom sitting in front of you, and you're just complaining.
He's the
True.
Link
True.
of the Star Wars universe. He's Link. He's just known, he's whatever. He's just there.
Like, especially like when he's like Darth Vader's like, come with me, and he's like, no, and he does a flippy do and lands in a random like garbage chute and then lands on his plane. Like, that was some Looney Tunes action right there. I mean, I love Empire Strikes Back, but that was like, how was that even how'd that work?
Hey,
All right,
Bucky
you guys, we're
actors
gonna
aren't
go-
losing an arm. So I mean, losing a hand, the same thing. There you go.
All right, we're gonna go into one more topic on the docket, and then I'm gonna have Diamond come through with her video game news. There's some things I want to talk about it as well. What's next up on the docket, Shaw?
Well, we actually have more casting for that Superman movie. We got Jimmy Olsen and Eve Tessmacher, picture number 1.
It's Desmacher.
The ban on redheads is done. They brought back a good Jimmy Olsen. Justice for gingers.
Damn. I can see that as a hashtag going around right now.
I've tried to make it work. I've tried. It hasn't taken off yet.
Oh my goodness.
Not enough souls.
Yep, not enough souls, exactly. Billy Large perfect for younger Leia in the Mandoverse series. And
Well, so I mean, if I can comment on that, Solo for a lot of people, I watched it the first time, I didn't like it. I watched it the second time, I really did like it. The problem was, and I think what contributed to its failure, is that it came out after either Rise of Skywalker or The Last Jedi.
Wasn't it Last Jedi?
Last Jedi.
It was The Last
Oh,
Jedi.
Last Jedi,
And
yeah.
I think The Last Jedi came out and people were just like, this movie
That's a bad
sucked.
taste.
And no one really gave Solo a chance. And they also marketed it. It marketed terribly. They didn't do any marketing for it. There was no Lego set for it. There was nothing for it. They just
Even now, it's kind of in the shadows.
Yeah, they kind of just left the film to die.
I mean, it's still there. You can still watch it.
Yeah.
You can go back and watch it.
I mean, yeah, you can still
after the Last Jedi, that like the taste in the mouth was so bad.
Hey, don't be quoting Charles Barkley and disagreeing with me, man.
Terrible. Hey, you said it the other day. You said the other day when me and Kat go to San Antonio, we're gonna see the big old women down there, bro. What would you say?
Get them big old women down in San Antonio. Got them churros.
Man.
You got them churros and you got them tacos.
Because we all know how to cook.
Look, if me and Kat go to San Antonio, downtown San Antonio, we'll kill it. Yeah,
I'm telling you, you gotta let me go down and you gotta let me get my ass kicked and you can come in and save the day.
We'll be drinking the best drinks, eating the best T-rolls. They'll throw us out of there. They wasn't downtown San Antonio, wouldn't know what to do with us. All right, let's go ahead and go into Diamond's video game news. I'm gonna wait till after you go, and then I got something I want to bring to the table as well. Go ahead, Diamond.
Ooh, surprise!
So Rockstar confirms GTA 6 trailer to release. The release date is December 5th at 9 a.m.
Damn.
For trailer, yep.
I'm really not that dedicated.
I'm not anymore.
It's
Yeah, you were back then, though.
Like 10 years from now.
I was.
Are we at a point where we're anticipating trailers for a video game? Like, I think it's better to just do guerrilla advertising, because I remember when I was a kid, I'm just watching like cartoons, point. And you saw that one, and you'll know the one commercial when I finish it, but the kid comes out in the middle of the street and no one's there, and he just shouts, Mortal Kombat!
That's a good point.
And there was like,
that's a good
there was
point.
no build up for that. We were all just like, hell yeah, Mortal Kombat.
That's a good
Call
point.
of Duty have badass live action trailers.
And that's a good point, Ambrose, because a lot of these trailers, particularly these movie trailers, suck.
Yeah.
You either suck or you miss what they're talking about in mid-translation, like Madam Web. What the hell?
She died while trying to research spiders, and then she died, and I can see into the future. Is that like a spider sense? No, you misogynist.
All right, Diamond, what's next?
Tesla responding to a negative Starfield review, stating to a customer that while there may be loading screens in between fast travel, just consider the amount of data for the expansive gameplay that procedurally generated a load flawlessly in under seconds. We believe that shortcomings will hinder our players from getting lost in the world we created.
So is this someone who's never played video games before?
Yeah, and you know what? I don't care about anyone who's complaining about loading times. I played Crash Bandicoot. Okay?
Ooh, did you see there's a new game coming out?
Yeah, yes, I have, and it looks great. But Crash Bandicoot 1, I could go toast a Pop-Tart and eat it before the screen loaded up.
Oh, yeah. Original
dial-up.
Original World of Warcraft. Like, yeah, I could go, like, make myself a hot pocket.
I'll be back for dinner time.
By the time I loaded from, like, zone to zone, it was great because that was how you got your snacks.
Yep.
Same
Bump
for me,
all y'all. Bump all y'all. I'm older than all of y'all. I had the original AOL and the original Net Zero.
Oh man, I had Net Zero. That was great.
Did someone get on the phone and you're like, get off the phone, I can't load the game.
Get off the damn phone. Oh my goodness. Hey man, we've come such a long way. But go ahead, Dom.
So Microsoft wants Game Pass on PlayStation, Nintendo, and every screen possible.
Of course it does. That's how it's gonna want to make money.
Why is that? Why are they gonna do that?
Apparently it's a game changer. It's a strategy move. They just want.
Yeah, but why would you, Nintendo?
Why not?
Nintendo's not gonna do that.
They've played with that idea.
No, Nintendo. You know how cagey Nintendo is.
You know all this is though.
I get it, but what they're trying to do happened.
The only reason why they want to do it is to get out of.
Those talks are.
The only reason why they're doing it is to get out of the console race. That's the only reason why they're doing it. Just get out
I
of the
mean,
console race.
yeah,
They want software. They want their marketplace on everything.
it wouldn't even be an argument with
One foot, take
Nintendo
it.
though. It'd be like, hey, we want to put this on the Switch, and Nintendo would be like, are any
Nah,
of our
son.
games on it? And they'd be like, no, and they'd be like, okay, get out. It's not going to happen.
I mean, even if you did it, it doesn't mean that these companies still want to have their marketplace up.
Yeah, but I mean, no, maybe on Sony because they're starting to cross-platform. Nintendo, not a chance. Nintendo, not a chance.
He said he had dial-up before AOL. Good lord.
Uh-huh.
Good lord. What was before AOL?
So it was, you could still get dial-up,
Was it
but it was
Netscape?
through like your phone company.
Was it Netscape?
Yeah, it was like what Ferris
No, it was
Bueller had when he
it
changed
was
his
like your
attendance.
telecom company.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like Netscape or something, I think. Oh man.
I have an aunt that's had a T1 line since like 1980 something.
I mean, I remember I had web
They had
crawler.
me too.
My
Oh my
grandfather
God.
would open up his email in the morning, and then he would go do breakfast, get his coffee, go run some errands, and by lunchtime he could check his email.
Yeah.
That's so old.
That's hilarious.
Oh, girl, I have a computer that doesn't even have internet access. In my
Oh, is that
mom's
really a
garage,
computer?
I have my very first computer that was a Commodore 64.
Oh my gosh.
Nice.
Man, that's so old.
I had that old ColecoVision Atom computer. That was my first computer. Very first computer was the Atom computer. I love that thing, boy. Ooh.
I had this old, I can't remember what it was. I had this old laptop, like it was my dad's hand-me-down. He gave it to me, and the only thing that really worked was being able to play Napster on there, and I think he had Civilization downloaded on there, so I'd play that. And
Now,
so
And now it's a weapon.
I had the Atom computer, and then I had an ex-girlfriend that gave me her old Radio Shack Tandy a little bit after that. So that Tandy was
computer asked
trash.
if you want to
but
play a game.
that Tandy was trash. Well, the Atom computer was like, so
Did you play some war games?
yeah, you play some war game. Yeah. Man, I remember that movie, man. That movie was
Oh, are we
good.
getting, I was like, is that too old for our viewers?
I don't care
That's
what
old for
y'all
me.
say.
I don't know what that is.
I don't care what y'all say. That movie was good. For its
War
time.
Games was good. Ferris Bueller was good.
Yep.
We
Yep.
just finished watching Last Starfighter tonight.
Oh,
Hey!
damn.
I've
we
never
got a
seen that
Blu-ray.
Damn.
That's
Oh,
what they've been talking about
Friday.
remaking.
You know what? I've never seen Last Starfighter because another writer on GNN always told me to watch it. And I'd be like, no. And I still
No,
don't do it.
it's the first time I'd ever watched it.
What else you got down there?
So half of CD Projekt is now working on Witcher 4, Condemned Polaris, and the release of Cyberpunk 2077 DLC Phantom Liberty, with more than 400 developers working on Polaris by mid-2024.
Why do all these games I don't play keep getting new games? But I'm like, hey, I want Splinter Cell Blacklist. And Ubisoft was like, yeah, you do.
They're like, what, the 10 people?
I want a new Rayman game. Ubisoft is like, yeah. Keep dreaming,
You
buddy.
dreaming
Like,
that?
dang, that's rough. Anyways,
Yeah, man, that sucks. Well, anyway.
like that scene from Loki, like, yeah, that's sad. Anyways,
Yeah, anyway. Yeah, really sad. All right, well.
oh my gosh. So,
You got anything else?
yeah, Game Pass
Oh,
Wave
yeah.
1 is coming.
Wave one?
Yeah, Game Pass has been very dry as recently, apparently. So November 30th, Remnant from Ashes Cloud is going to come to cloud, console, and PC. Remnant 2 is also coming to cloud, console, and PC. For December 1st, Spirit of the North is coming to cloud, console, and PC.
Yesterday.
Steam World Build is coming to cloud, console, and PC. December 5th is Clone Drone and Danger Zone, Clone Cloud, PC, Xbox Series X and S, Rise of Tomb Raider.
Well, now Tomb Raider. Okay.
Yep. While the Iron
Don't get too excited about that. I think Phoebe Waller-Bridge is involved.
Oh god.
What's
World War
up, man?
Z,
Welcome to the stream.
Aftermath, and then
No, we don't, by the way.
for December 7th it's going to be Goat Simulator 3. Yes. And
Gotta get that goat simulator.
what else is there?
Simulator.
December December 8th is Against the Storm. December 12th is 10 Hearts. December 16th, or is it 14th, is Far Cry 6.
Ooh. Okay. We can deal with that.
To get the big name at the very end there.
We can deal with that. Hell yeah, we can deal with that.
Put all the indie and small games on, and then
Okay.
Far Cry.
The lesser known games, and it's
The
like
last one go to Far Cry. Yes.
Yeah. There's this game, Far Cry. What? No.
But that's like the first wave. The second wave hasn't been announced yet.
I'm still playing through Gotham Knights, which I got for free on PlayStation Plus, and I think I'm like halfway through, and I'm starting to understand why people didn't like this game.
I played it for like 2 hours, and I haven't gone back to it.
There's no real variation in fighting.
No, they're not. That was the whole point of the game, I thought, wasn't it?
Yeah, and I think it's like
because I thought on that game every character would be unique.
Yeah, that's what yeah.
I mean, the only unique character is Red Hood because he has guns.
Yeah, but I played as Red. That's who I played because I'm Red Hood, and he's still not anything different than anyone else.
I mean, it was very similar to when I in the long ago days when I had an Xbox One, and I bought Rise for what was it, like Rise Fall of Rome?
Yeah,
and it was like, all right, roll / chop, roll / chop, duck, roll / chop.
True.
Like.
All right, Diamond, anything else you got?
Also, I hated how they made Red Hood just some beefy boy toy and then made him stupid.
Okay, real quick, and here's the thing that's starting to piss me off. Okay, so as I put in the chat, I'm a huge Xena fan, and I've
Xena, like the warrior princess.
Yeah, I'm a huge Xena fan, and I've played Raid before. I streamed Raid once, and Raid is okay.
I
downloaded it again to get Xena to play as her. I'm Mr. Ronda Rousey, but I was gonna get Xena to play as her. Start streaming it again. Here's the thing that pissed me off. She's part of the expansion pack. And you gotta pay $40 to get her.
Of course you do.
Well, yeah.
You Raid.
That's how they make their money.
Yeah.
Did you watch Xena for the plot?
What you do? I like this because I was watching Hercules.
Because I can appreciate watching it.
I was watching Hercules, and then they brought her in. They brought her in into Hercules, and then she got a spinoff from that.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot about Hercules.
I mean,
you never have Kevin Sorbo.
I mean, I was sort of kind of me and Kevin, so we got problems. We got problems, but we got problems personally. But as an actor, he was good.
What's up, bro? Come at him.
Well, he did a sci-fi show that didn't do well, and then he just became, his own whatever hobo he is.
Yeah, we got personal problems, Kevin.
Why you gotta knock on Sorbo, bro?
Some of your views, we got to fix.
Yeah. Go watch any interview. When he opens his mouth, you're like, dude, just don't open your mouth.
Seriously, don't say nothing.
His agent is like,
oh yeah.
Yeah,
I think I remember. I saw like he was in an interview, and I was like, I'm a religious person, but you're taking this to like a level of commitment that I really don't want to go to.
Even Lucy Lawless told him to shut the hell up.
Yeah, she's like, I don't want to be there with this guy at all.
I just wonder who this who that beautiful thick-legged white woman was, and it's like, it's Lucy. Oh, okay, we can get down with that. And then they brought Gabrielle in, Renee O'Connor. They had her looking like Sophie Tina from Soul Calibur at first, but then they went ahead and kind of sexed her up a little bit, and there we go. I got all 6 seasons on DVD back there in the back.
I liked it when she came on to oh god, why am I Bruce, was it? What was the Evil Dead show he had? Bruce Campbell. Yeah, but what was the Evil Dead show he had?
Yeah.
Ash vs. Evil Dead.
Ash vs. Evil Dead. There we go. Yeah,
Ash Evil Dead. Yep.
Yeah, when she came onto that, she was great.
And then
you know what?
And then she did Spartacus.
And this is why I'm pissed at cancellations, because Ash vs. Evil Dead and the John C. McGinley show. John C. McGinley is the guy that played Dr. Cox on Scrubs. Stan vs. Evil.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They're both
Vin Diesel
great
was
shows.
hilarious.
Yeah.
I've heard I've never got around to watch, but I've heard that one's a great.
Check it out, but it's left inconclusive because they
Mhm.
canceled it. But it's hilarious. I love that show.
I just want to say one more time, fuck you, Ray.
That's
And D Graham, if you get me,
the official Geek Gauntlet.
And D Graham,
podcast.
you can get me. And D Graham, you can get me for cussing because I'm pissed. That's my favorite character, and I can't play it. So fuck you, Ray.
Yeah.
So for
And
Christmas,
fuck you,
we all
Mystique.
chip- we
There's
all
no-
chip in $5. We can get
That's
him
it.
his raid act.
I'm not paying for it. I love it to death, but I'm not paying $40. And there's no password for either. There was a password that went around for Ronda Rousey that you could have gotten. You could have gotten her. There's no password for Xena. You got to pay that $40 for that battle pass. And then once you get the battle pass, you got to level her up.
You want to know, like, if I was running these video game things, I'd release them in November, and I'd be like $40, and then I'd be like, buy it, and you get a voucher for a free McRib.
Damn.
Well, did you hear about the McRib coming back?
The McRib is back. I've already had like 7 of them. My diet sucks right now. My wife is so mad at me. Like,
Ambrose is like, hey.
I need them to take it back off the market so I can get back on track.
All right, let me get back to Shaw real quick. And let me get back to Shaw. Shaw, go ahead. What's next on the docket?
All right. So next up, apparently, projections for Aquaman 2 are showing that it will be making less money than the Marvels. What are y'all thoughts?
Well, the Momoa's abs can't save it.
I mean, I don't understand because it's a Snyderverse movie and the Snyderverse is dead. I mean, that Zaslav is cutting movies left and right and taking the tax write-off. I don't understand why he's not just at least sending this to streaming.
Because he took
I don't
too
know
many
why
tax
he's going to
write-offs.
spend the money to send it to theaters. It makes no sense to me. Amber Heard is box office poison. It's a lame duck movie. I mean, I'm going to go see it because I'm going to review it for the site. But I'm expecting an empty theater.
It has too big of a mainstream actor for them to be able to like push it under the rug.
But then again, though, like Snyderverse,
I'm still mad because they won't cast me to be Black Manta. I was trying to push that.
Snyderverse fans are weird too, though. Like they might show up. They might show up in protest.
I could have been a good Black Manta.
I'm just saying, like, why does Aquaman's brother look more like Aquaman than Aquaman?
That's what I said. Like, if I saw a still of Aquaman with his brother, and I time traveled like Marty McFly from like 1985 to now, I'd be like, oh, there's Arthur Curry with an unnaturally fit homeless man. like he's really taking care of that homeless dude. He's giving him like good meals.
I mean, if you combine the two of them, you get what the comic books in the last 20 years has done to Aquaman, which has made him have that big old beard and the King of Atlantis and all that big whatever.
Don't forget the spear hand.
Yep, he's got the spear hand. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
combine the two of them, then you get that Aquaman. There you go.
But you know what? I'm glad that I hope the not James. What's his name? Why am I forgetting? Abman, the guy. The reason why all the thirsty ladies go to see Aquaman. Jason Momoa. He's been loyal to the product. I'm glad they're considering him for Lobo, and I hope he gets it because he's the one guy. Him and I hope they cast Gal Gadot too, because the two of them have been loyal to the brand. And Gal Gadot knew she was on the chopping block, and she was still making these cameo appearances in these movies.
Gal's done. She done. She ain't doing no more.
She's on Fast and Furious now, so it doesn't matter.
She's Fast and Furious. She done with DC.
She's Fast and Furious. So she's gonna fly a fucking car into space. I'm sorry, pardon my language, but like that's all I could say.
Sorry, we got rid of the language earlier.
That's the next thing. That's the next thing. Cars in space. That's the next thing.
Cars are in space already.
I mean, the cars are doing more stunt work than the stunt workers.
Be like, you realize Vin Diesel, there could be no relationship between you two. Why not? Because she's family.
Family.
It's all about family, man. It's all
about family, Vin Diesel. You can't do it.
The next one should be like Fast and Furious family.
Me and Shaw never fight because we family. All right, Shaw.
I think they should reboot Fast and the Furious with that movie with Christian Slater and John Travolta, where there was like an ice cream truck filled with nuclear weapons. I forgot what it was called, but it was made. It was made in like the late '90s, and it was like Christian Slater and John Travolta. There was an ice cream truck filled with nuclear weapons, and they should reboot that, but incorporate Fast and the Furious into it.
Oh,
Okay.
Heavy Metal.
Heavy Metal.
Oh, Heavy Metal. Oh,
Thank you. Appreciate Skybox Academy. Appreciate you.
who's the other guy face off? Oh, that's Nicolas Cage. That's right.
Yep. Cars in space and space cars. That's the next thing. That's the only thing Fast and the Furious hadn't done.
I mean,
Didn't they already put a car in
They haven't
space?
gone underwater yet.
That's
yeah, they
true.
did. They had the submarine one that busted out of the ice.
Didn't they put a car in space?
Yeah.
But they've
They
already
have
put a car
put
in space.
cars.
Yeah, they've done
Yeah,
that.
they put a car in space.
Oh, they already did car in space?
Yeah, that's like in the ninth one.
Okay.
And the
Oh,
car
why?
also
Isn't that
found a way to grab a vine and swing around
I saw
and
that.
land on a cliff.
I saw that. Yeah. Like I say, the cars are doing more stunt work than the
Wasn't
workers.
it the joke a few years ago that Universal was like, "What if we do a Jurassic Park, Fast and Furious crossover?"
Oh my gosh.
That was a
hell
joke.
no.
I remember.
Yo,
it was
Vin Diesel.
it was right after. It was right before, or right after Dominion came out. They were making that joke.
Hell no.
Oh, we could do that. Like,
Chris Pratt goes to calm the Raptors down, and Vin Diesel's like, "Nah, Blue, your
They gotta-
family."
they got to steal something on the island, and there's dinosaurs in the island, and then
We can't hurt the dinosaurs. They
the
found
family.
Blue. Yo, T-Rex,
them.
your
T-Rex.
family.
Family. All right, so let's
That's you. It's just a nod.
You see a T-Rex in like a go-kart
All right.
riding
Mario
around.
Kart style.
They ride the dinosaurs. That's the passenger. They're riding the raptors and T-Rexes over.
Yep.
Like,
All right,
let's
so
go.
Let's next one.
Into space.
All right. So next up, we just got the second trailer for the Suicide Squad Isekai. What are your thoughts? Apparently, this thing exists.
Does it look good? I don't know. Does it?
If
I
Will
don't-
Smith's not doing Deadshot, I don't want to see it.
I feel like I'm just way too old for advertisements now. Why is there a second trailer?
Who's doing Deadshot?
Like,
I don't know the voice actress.
when I was a kid, you got one trailer. And you'd be like, this movie looks awesome. I want to see
He
it.
does?
Or you'd be like, it sucks. I'm not going to watch it. Like, there was never, like, now you have trailers for trailers.
Yeah, well, you have like the teaser trailer, which is like the shortened version.
You get the actual trailer.
Then you get the
And then
actual,
you get the actual
trailer.
trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Now the actual trailer pretty much shows the whole movie.
It's a huge thing. You know what's funny is that's really a huge American thing, because in other countries they don't do it this way with trailers. It really is a huge thing with American audiences. I mean, over in Japan, the boy and the Heron, the new Studio Ghibli film, they had no trailer whatsoever because Ghibli Studio, they didn't want anyone to have any preconceptions of what the film's going to be going into it. So there's no trailer. But of course, in America, the audience has to market.
Yeah.
Well, that's why, like, Christopher Nolan is such a successful director, because he dictates, like, his contract dictates how the trailers work. And he says, you can use scenes, but you can't use anything from the second half of the movie.
Did he dictate?
So when they make a trailer for, like, Oppenheimer, it'll be like him introducing himself and him maybe recruiting, but it's never going to show anything pertinent to the movie.
Right.
Yeah, because we don't know what happened at the end of the movie, do we?
Yeah.
All right, Shaw. What's next on the
I don't think he
docket?
dictated Tenet very well.
That was a joke about the fact that it's history and we knew what happened.
like Titanic. Like, wonder how the movie's gonna end.
Exactly.
What? Oh no!
And you know what? The Titanic, Rose could suck it because there was room on that door.
That was.
There was room on that door.
Like, how dare
Rose
you let that man drown?
Rose was selfish.
He was.
And I love that meme that's like, tell me about your younger days, Grandma. I slept with the homeless man and let him drown.
Not wrong. And, you know, they literally do 2 movies of that because there were 2 other Titanics that both sank after.
Damn, I didn't know there was no. I didn't know 2 more came out.
Yeah, no, I'm saying that.
one.
Make,
Okay.
Yeah, it sinks in every movie, dude.
I'm saying they're cool because there were 2 other Titanic.
Yeah, they named 2 other boats.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Well, that's just dumb.
That's like a bad omen.
That's like being like, I want to win a Super Bowl. I'm going to name my team the Jets.
I was reading, wasn't there like some kind of conspiracy theory or something that the Titanic was actually not the Titanic?
Yeah, that's been debunked.
Okay, I couldn't remember. I remember hearing something about that.
Because there were three. They were Olympic class ships. It was the Titanic, the Olympic, and I forgot what the third one was. And the third one was the oldest one, and they said they swapped to pretty much to do it. Even back then, you had to swap out the propellers, you had to swap out the engines. Everything had a VIN number on it.
There was
and like it was like logically impossible for it to happen. There was also a conspiracy theory that it was a planned sinking to kill off John Jacob Astor, Isidor Straus, and Benjamin Guggenheim because they wanted abolishment of the Federal Reserve.
There was
like, yes, you're going to kill 15,000 people or 1,500 people because those three guys are like.
I would not put it past America to do that, though.
Hey y'all, there was room, but both of them would have been in the water. It was sinking too much, and that's why he didn't get on the door.
Yo, don't give me that crap. Don't give me that crap, Skywalker's Academy.
No more logical explanations.
That door was well above board, okay? She was sitting there. She was singing a song at the end, splashing in the water. You know, she even ripped a whistle off a dead guy's lips.
Didn't she have a life preserver on also?
Yeah.
Or floaty?
Yeah.
She had a life preserver on.
Yeah, not saying the temperature wouldn't kill her, but you know, yeah.
Yeah, the water was cold.
And then she had the gall to say, as she pulled his frozen arms off the door and let him sink, I'll never let go, Jack. You just did let go.
Let go.
He's sinking.
Nah, the thing that got me was the band. Hey, that wouldn't have been me. That wouldn't have been me. No.
He's like, gentlemen, it's an honor playing with you.
Yo, I'll tell you what would have been me is Guggenheim, because Guggenheim was like, well, I'm boned. It's women and children. I'm not getting a spot on any of those boats. Get me a brandy. I'd have been like, if I'm dying, I'm passing out.
Bump that, I'm getting on something. The hell are you playing for?
There's this thing.
I would have sent my manservant to be like, raid the rooms for like some cocaine. Like, we're gonna have a party.
Let's not bring drugs into this.
Oh yeah. Raid the rooms for NyQuil.
There you go.
There's like this clip on Saturday Night Happiness of like the Titanic's sinking, and all these guys dressed up as women and children. They got on the boat, left all the women and children by themselves. I'm like,
how are you gonna dress up like a child? What are you, Peter Dinklage?
Maybe.
Something happening.
Hey
man, you're not a kid. You got a full beard. Shut up.
You can put that wig on though. You can put that wig on though and get out. Put your wig and some lipstick. Hey, I'm out of here, cuz.
I'm gonna watch a sinking boat movie. I'm gonna go watch Poseidon.
That's a good movie.
Yeah.
All right.
Wait,
so
the original Poseidon Adventure?
No,
there's
one, yeah.
Or the one with Fergie?
No.
All right, Shaw, what's next up?
All right, so we got a bunch of trailers that dropped today. First off, we got the Fallout trailer. Anybody see that movie?
Yes.
I mean.
I think that we have finally broken the curse of video game shows not being good.
What did I miss? What did I hear? What?
Fallout.
Oh,
the new Amazon Prime show.
Didn't we break that with The Last of Us?
Well, this past year has kind of broken that curse between The Last of Us. Halo had its moments. Like, it was filmed well.
Halo's divisive because I've never played Halo, and I like the show, but everyone I talk to that's played Halo are like, no, that show sucks. I'm like, I liked it.
I've played Halo and I enjoyed it.
Logic for you.
Yeah.
Damn, bro, there's no more logic for you.
The problem with the show was it kind of, and for people before the show came out, they even said this, and this was like shooting themselves in the foot. They weren't trying to make a show from the video game. They were trying to get new people into the franchise. I don't think that was the smart move at all because you already have this big lore. I mean, if this was like a one game thing, then maybe. But this is a whole franchise that has books, has comic books, has a huge lore behind it. And you're like, hey, I'm going to make something with totally not looking at the source material. And Was it fun ride in some elements? Yes, but it's not. Yeah,
because if you're gonna make something new, and that is the problem that I ran into with the Resident Evil show.
Oh yeah.
It was like, I'm not really upset at the show. It's actually kind of good.
Yep.
But the Resident Evil name being on it makes it terrible because this is not Resident Evil.
Well, and so with Halo, with the show, they got into more of the lore from the books.
Yep.
So if you never went in and like read the books, or if when you played the game and you got the little lore tapes and those things, you never read any of that, then I can see where the show would have been upsetting.
I mean, my experience with Halo is
episode 1 was not the best way to go about it.
Yeah.
I mean, my experience with Halo is playing with my cousin, and he keeps killing me. And he says, "Hey, man, you're really bad at this game." So I just beat the crap out of him and stop playing. And that was my only experience with Halo.
All right, so what we got next, man?
Oh, next we got Halo Season 2.
That's perfect.
Hey.
Oh, I'll never let go, Jack.
Let go. Never ever.
We jumped into the future.
It looks good. Like I said, for someone who's read the books, read some of the comic lore, I wasn't mad at it, and I was kind of hoping we'd get a season 2. So I'm kind of excited.
Well, yeah.
I mean, I like season 1, so I'll watch it as a fan of the show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, I think it has potential. I think it looks pretty. It has some good setup for some cool things. I think, I kind of look at almost the same way as I look at season 1 as Moon Knight, where like you did a lot of stuff for the character. It may not have been the greatest thing you did, but you did a lot of stuff to set up. Now that you've got all your setup out of the way, now you can do shit with it. Do something.
Well, yeah, Moon Knight was misunderstood, and I really think it should have been an 8-episode season. They should have explained the character a little bit more.
Give me a 12-episode season. I'm Moon Knight's one of my favorite characters. I'll do it.
Yeah. I mean, I love Moon Knight. One of my all-time favorite Marvel characters, and I really like the show, but they really could have benefited from for the normies. They could have benefited from 2 more episodes to actually explain the whole situation with the character. To put it at 6 for an introductory season was, in my opinion, a mistake, because I got it and I liked it, and I liked the alteration they did with Scarlet Scarab turning her in. Yeah, because that was a minor character. That was a really good tweak on a character on a character no one really cares about. And so I mean, 2 more episodes would have made that season really good, and I hope. Rumors are there's a season 2 of Moon Knight, and I just hope they extend it to 8 or even 10.
Probably not.
And just really exploit the character.
All right, so what's next, man?
The Boys Season 4 trailer.
I'm here for it.
I haven't seen that yet, but I'm always here for the boys.
I saw it. I saw it. I can't wait.
Hey, Kat, my mom said the same thing one night.
If you haven't seen it yet, the Boys trailer is on our TikTok channel. So if you want to take a look at it, you can definitely go take a look at it on our TikTok at the Geek Gauntlet podcast.
I still need to watch NV.
All right.
Yes, that's really good.
House of Dragon Season 2 trailer just dropped.
Okay, I'll watch that. Is it a trailer for a trailer or an actual trailer?
A trailer.
I saw a trailer.
Okay, I'll watch it.
I was like, as I drink from my Game of Thrones gauntlet. What? Oh.
There you go.
Are you drinking Hawaiian Punch from that, or is that a real drink?
I don't know what I can say on this podcast, so
We're gonna call it Hawaiian Punch.
Yeah, it's Hawaiian Punch. Let's say that.
There you go. It's a little Hawaiian Punch. All right, what's next up, show?
Last trailer, Furiosa Fury Road.
I still need to watch that trailer. I haven't done that
Which
yet.
one was it?
So bad.
Furiosa, yeah.
Okay.
Mad Max, yeah.
Okay, I haven't seen that one yet.
For a prequel movie starring Anya Taylor-Johnson as
She's great. So I'm okay with that.
Yeah, it looks good. It looks promising.
All right, what's next up, man?
All right, let me just go up to get back to where it was. Okay, let's see. We already talked about that. In the comics, Catwoman is apparently joining the Suicide Squad. What are y'all thoughts on that?
Why?
Yeah,
Why
why?
not? I mean, anyone
It
could be on
fits.
it.
No, I mean, why?
It
She
fits.
has no real. She's an elusive thief. She never gets
Yeah.
caught. What motivation is there to put her
She's
in the
been
Suicide
caught.
Squad?
She's been
Oh,
caught.
she's been caught several times.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean,
But she usually gets out on her own.
Yeah.
but she's also not like the worst of the worst. Like the Suicide Squad is like the Dirty Dozen. Like
Not
why?
always.
Why is she
I
part
wish
of that
she-
team?
No,
I'll kick you. No, I don't think so.
no. The Suicide Squad often, I hate to say it, but it's almost. I don't know if it's the right time frame, but it was almost DC's answer to Marvel's Thunderbolts, which was at the time was like, hey,
Yeah,
Thunderbolts
which was an answer to the Dirty Dozen. It was like the worst.
You could, but
Like it was literally the Dirty Dozen, but in comics.
But Suicide Squad was a little before.
Yeah, I couldn't remember which one came first.
Suicide
It
They're
was
both,
a
they're
lot
both
more.
counterparts
Yeah,
to each other.
Thunderbolts came later.
It came
But
later,
Suicide
yeah.
Squad was like a comic version of the Dirty Dozen. It was like, okay, you're all criminals and you need to earn your freedom.
Well, and she's a great thief, so like, why would it makes sense? Why, if you need to
She fits
do like a
with
heist, yeah, they're gonna hire her. Like
Nah,
Waller would
I
100% be like, well, I finally got this bitch in my hands. I'm gonna use it. Like
Yeah.
she can help us get into somewhere.
Yep.
I just don't see it. I mean, she's an individual character. I'd rather her just be an individual character. I don't see her being in an ensemble.
She's been in
I
ensembles
don't.
before.
What's up?
She's been in ensembles before.
I don't
Yeah.
know. Come
Yeah,
on, man. I'm
wasn't-
40. I
wasn't-
like
wasn't
the
she in
way I
Birds of
remember.
Prey
I like
stuff?
things the way I remembered them.
Wasn't she in Birds of Prey at one point?
Yeah, she was in Brothers of Prey. Well, yep.
Yeah.
And don't forget all the stuff with the Batman.
Yes, at one point, and then she realized working with a team sucks, and she left.
Okay,
Gotham City
Batman. Look here,
Sirens.
whatever.
Remember?
Batman's like, I don't have a team. 3,000 people behind him. I don't work with people.
I don't have a team. I have a family.
I just have Batman Inc., which is across the entire planet that has Batman's all over the place.
Oh yeah. All right. What's next up, show?
Okay, this is a rumor. According to a scooper, Daniel RPK, Daphne Keene has been signed to reprise her role as X-23 in Deadpool 3.
I don't believe any rumors until the movie comes out. Because
Yeah.
there's 3,000 rumors. Even the director has come out and said, look, guys, if I had even half the cast of all these rumors that have come out, I would have the greatest cast on the planet. So, like, I don't believe anything until that trailer comes out.
Yeah, agreed.
But it'd be great.
Right.
I'd be down to see her. Sure.
All right. William might like this. We have a Blue Marvel tease. Picture number 4.
Yes, I saw that earlier. I'm happy for that.
All right.
I mean, I'm here for it. Monica deserves like some more screen time. She's great. She's wonderful.
It's a good character to go with.
I mean, I don't think it would happen because it would be what fans want, and Disney doesn't do that. So, yeah.
Who would you cast to be black? Who would you class to be Blue Marvel? Who would you cast?
I haven't read a lot of Blue Marvel comics. I really don't know the character that well to be able to judge who I'd want to see him as.
So someone a little older.
He's super powerful, though.
I'm familiar with the character. I just haven't read a bunch of Blue Marvel comics.
No.
I mean, there's like Marvel is so far removed from the pulse. Because fans will be like, yeah, that's a great idea. We should do that. And Marvel will be like, nope.
Let's do Michael
In
J.
fact,
White.
we're not going to do it at all. And who is Monica Rambeau?
Hey, the guy that did Teal'c, I'm blanking on his name right now. From Stargate.
Kurt Russell?
No, Teal'c from the show.
Christopher Judd.
Yeah, Christopher Judd. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he would be awesome.
Yeah.
He would be awesome. He's at the right age.
And he's already
still
familiar with
big.
comic book movies since he did one, and he was all happy about it years ago.
Yep. All right, you guys.
His one scene.
All right, you guys. Let's go ahead and end things up. Unless you have some comic book news for us, Ty.
I just to simplify it, I Fall of X is wrapping up, and so that's been fun to read. I actually am working on an article, hopefully for Geek News Now to talk about it. So if you guys want to read it, hopefully, I'm hoping to have it done, this next week or so. But kind of just to break down all the chaos and all the good, the bad, the ugly, and the fallbacks, and since it's finally coming to a close, and that's been a lot. So I'm excited to see that. Hopefully, everyone will like it when I get it finished.
Cool. All right, let's go around the room real quick. Kat, what you got going on this week?
Well, of course, we always have MCU Mondays coming up on Monday over there on Geek News Now Official with the YouTube channel. Tuesdays, I believe this week we will not have an episode of Sith Dominion. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. Thursdays, we're going to have Cantina Happy Hour. And more importantly, keep an eye over on our YouTube page throughout the week because we have David Furr doing random Lego builds from the Lego Advent Calendar as we're going to upload them. So we've got 2 new videos over there right now. So hop on over and check it out there for all you other Lego maniacs because he's going to be just popping those up as he can get them up.
He has so much fun doing it, guys. Watch it. You'll have fun.
I'll give it a watch.
Yeah.
All right, let me head over to you, Ambrose. Ambrose, what you got going on this week?
Oh, God, I've been behind on writing, so I'm writing an article pretty much about Disney in its 100th year losing $750 million at the box office that we know of.
Bad batch.
So that's going to be the main topic of the article, and hopefully, I'm going to get into that. I'm going to get into how they could possibly get out of that hole, and we're just going to see because it's the 100th year of Disney, and it hasn't been a good one. So this is a really, really bad centennial for them. So hopefully the next one will be good. I mean, I'll be dead, hopefully.
Well, that's okay.
That's 2 years from now.
What's up?
When they bring back Walt Disney from the freezer.
Yeah, maybe me and Walt Disney will both be I'll come out of cryogenic freezing and I'll be like, yo, Walt.
They'll all have us saved as AI bots. It's fine.
You don't want to know what happened, Walt.
Have his head in a jar, like Futurama.
Yeah, there's this guy named Iger who didn't know what he was doing. I don't know, but just don't even skip that chapter.
Scott Walker said he's looking forward to the Bad Batch next year. And
that's the one animated show I haven't watched, and I've been meaning to. It's in my queue.
And rumors are telling us a lot is pushed to the end of the year. No expectations from. Is that the right word? We're bringing it in January. Okay, cool.
Let me go. I'm not too excited about Acolytes, but I'm going to check it out just to check it out.
Down there, what you got planned for this week?
This week I'm thinking about streaming Saints Row the Third and any other game I can get my hands on.
All right, cool.
He's like, give me
Ty,
games.
Anything
exactly.
Just working on that article you were talking about earlier? Okay. Mm-hmm. And Ty, you were talking about working on anything else?
Yeah, like I said, work on that article. I know I'm almost finished with the Superwoman Woman of Tomorrow comic book. I've been reading that one. That's the James Gunn, supposedly the James Gunn adaptation that's going to be coming in the future. So just been reading that to get a good sense of that.
All right, Shaw, what you got planned for this week, my friend?
Nothing really. Just waiting for the next episode of Doctor Who, and that's it.
I'm waiting for the new Pokemon Scarlet Violet DLC to hit. This is the second part, the last part. I'm waiting for that to hit on Switch. Hopefully get that in a couple weeks. I can dive into that a little bit and complete that Pokedex, and that should pretty much do it for Scarlet Violet, except for Rage. So we'll see. All right. If there is nothing else, we'll say thank you to everybody out there in TV land for joining us. We did.
Oh wait, there is something else. I'm sorry, I forgot.
Oh, okay. He's like, but wait, there's more.
Marvel on Facebook, the Marvel Extravaganza run by our own Alex Green, and the DCU Extravaganza run by myself. Check the pages out; they're fun. We have memes, we have reels, we have engaging discussion. I think the Marvel's up to already 70 followers. I'm already up to about 45, and we're having fun with it. So if you're a DC or Marvel fan, join those pages, hang out with us, and just. It's very, very relaxed and very, very casual. So come out and just have a good time with us. And that's all I wanted to say. Sorry to interrupt you, William. Back to the closing.
You good. All right. Let me see. That's been bulletin. Throw him a high five if you hit his site. Gotcha. And that's not all. There's more. Thank you, Skywalker's Academy. We do appreciate you running through, as well as everybody else who came through as well. Appreciate you guys. And there's nothing else. We'll be back next week. Same back time, same back channel. Until next time, y'all. We'll see you later. Y'all have a great week.